Don't you hate drinking alone? You ever been to a club or a party alone and have no one to enjoy it with? Well, for those of you curious on solving this solution, why don't you hit up a large group of friends to join in on the fun? As a Marine, my whole unit and I always find time to squat up to any club or formal event. My favorite places to bring my boys to are the strip clubs, house parties, and bars where we can all act like a bunch of goons. Well, let's all gather around and start the cheers with my first reason, which would be the first reason is why drinking with your best friends is better is that you can do the craziest things and they will not judge. Plenty of previous research has found marked changes to behavior when people are drunk, with alterations like an increase in extroversion and more risk-taking, particularly marked. Anyone who experiences a buzz or is really drunk is always more outgoing and willing to lighten up the party. Getting drunk provides a kind of freedom. Sandberg says in one of my sources, where what you do while drunk doesn't actually reflect on who you really are. Drinking with your friends all allows you to have a sense of freedom where you could act any way you want and everyone will have a great time. These experiences are best in friendly group gatherings that can involve anything ranging from a wedding to a club or to a bar. This just shows some of my friends and I and our experiences when we all drink together. Now I want to talk to you about my favorite and second reason, and that would be our knowledge on each other's limits. The second reason why drinking with your best friends is better is that they know exactly how much alcohol you can take with them. For this reason, there really is no limit because we all want to have a good time. My crew and I have a blast throughout our young lives, getting into trouble that none of us should have been involved in at our age and making memories we can barely remember, from one of my sources. Now, I would not want to honk my own horn, but I am the best drinker in my group. This allows you to test your limits with your best friends and become the champion you were meant to be. This makes you create the best memories that you can tell your children. This just shows you the challenges my friends and I always come up with to lift each other's spirits. Now, shall we all raise our glass for another round as we continue to my last and final reason? The third reason why drinking with your best friends is better is that they will always have your back until the very end. The amount of times my brothers and I got into fights defending each other is uncomparable. The more hammered you are, the more vulnerable you become. In times of need, your ride or die friends will become your bodyguards. They might as well be your own personal police, taking down idiots one free drink at a time, from one of my sources. When things hit the fan, you can best believe I will have 30 plus guys watching my back. This type of friendship allows you to see who really is a ride or die until the very end. Having this type of bond allows everyone to enjoy themselves and not have to worry about anything, knowing you have your best friends there to provide security. This just shows you the type of relationship me and my buddies have, and that we all carry on, and the responsibility we all carry on each other's shoulders. In conclusion, we've learned some of my experiences with my boys on a weekend out, how we interact with each other, and how we defend each other until the very last breath. Maybe next time you go out, after this quarantine of course, you have a couple of people in mind where you can enjoy your own weekend with and test the whole crowd to your loyalty to your best friends.